Oh, bats. It's a bat on the side where my camera is. I'll move my camera when I need to. Eastern Europe, the end of the 19th century. Okay.
Thank you all for coming here today to say goodbye to my Lisa. I never thought I would bury my own daughter, my own blood, my pride, yet I can't do this. Go, please say something. I just can't.
There. It's all right. What can I say about someone dying so young? Particularly someone as special as Lisa. If I may, I won't dwell on the circumstances of her tragic death today. Instead, I'd like us to celebrate her life, despite her obvious calling for medicine. When she was little, I always thought she would become...
Wait, we're supposed to pick? Or I'll be darned. Musician or writer? Let's say
a famous writer. You should have heard how she could spin a yarn. She used to tell me her own fairy tales when she was a young girl. The creatures she made up, the stories she told me. The classic ballads were no match for them. Such a bright girl. Always a top student. Always the pride of her parents. By the time she graduated...
It was saying mom. By the time she graduated, thirst for written word. What should I say? Scientific mind?
Lisa must have read every book there was in the school's library. To my shame, I'm not so well read myself, but she used to teach me about all the classics. That served me very well at dinner parties. I can't tell you how proud we all were when she was accepted at the medical academy.
Oh.
I had no doubt that she was destined for greatness. But to become a doctor, one of the first women to achieve that in the whole country. If someone deserved that honor, it was our Lisa. But my niece was so much more than a gifted student. Even with all her talent for science, what everybody truly knew her by was her artistic nature and angelic voice. Do you remember her summer night performances at the cabin? Her singing, no matter the song, time or place, it felt like it spoke to you alone. Haunting, otherworldly, beautiful. She was my favorite niece. Let us raise a glass to her.
I don't got glass, but cheers.
He is old enough to send his sister off. A piece of my soul went into the ground with her today. Let those pieces help Lisa, wherever she is now. To Lisa.
To Lisa. See the bat? Seeing that snake wrapped up in a bottle of blood. Another reference of Little Goody Two Shoes to me. If you see my old series, then you know.
When I was a little girl, I often had trouble falling asleep. My mother used to sing me this lullaby to comfort me. Tonight, I slept deeper than I had in my entire life. I had a disturbing dream that a string was coming out of my mouth. When I started pulling it, I realized that it came from all the way down my throat, buried somewhere deep in my body. I kept pulling, but I couldn't go too quickly for fear of burning myself with friction. Finally, the whole string was out. I felt relieved, but also strangely empty. I realized that I was in my bed, with my mother sitting beside me, crying. I didn't know why she was in tears, but I knew it was my fault.
Don't say that. Well, we don't know why she's saying it's her fault. She might have done something. Okay. Dear Lord.
Mom? Cola?
My body feels like it's stuffed with cotton. It's like I slept for days. Okay, so I can't use my controller, perhaps. So, alright. I can't see further than my own fingers.
The cupboard is locked. Why would anyone keep something of value in a place like this?
Okay, so it's dusk, so I'm gonna have to move my camera. So either way,
My medical journal from the academy and my family medallion. Who could have brought this here?
anybody. Okay. Tab to access the journal. So this is our journal. Okay.
Locked.
Man. What is going on here? There's blood everywhere. Was this me puking up blood or something? Am I that sick?
Lilies of the valley. My favorite flower. Who put them in this room? It's disturbing to see them here.
I hate you feel that way. Okay.
Hello? Anyone? Please help. I'm stuck here. Anyone? It's no use.
Okay, I guess we should walk away. Do we just go to...
Hello? Who is this? I'm locked inside. Please help.
Okay.
Are you still there?
Hello?
Maybe you can't talk? Please knock twice for yes and once for no. Thank goodness. Can you help me open the door? Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, you gonna open it?
Will you help me?
No.
What is it that you want from me?
Money, treatment, favor? Well, she looks awfully sick. Money, I don't know if I even have any money. I'm pretty sure I do, but treatment, favor, let's
I'm a
try to-
doctor by trade. I can heal you if you're sick, or come and call anytime, day or night.
No, what
I
about favor?
don't have much, but I can owe you a favor?
Oh, well,
Then it's settled. Whoever you are, do you hear me?
this is an odd game indeed.
If you open this door, I, Elizaveta Morozova, will be in your debt.
Oh, he's unlocking the door for me. Oh, thank you.
What the hell is this? My shoulder just felt like it was burning up. I can't see anything from this angle. I should check up on it later.
Well, can we...
It's open.
Thank you. Finally
No
get out.
one.
Okay.
What have I gotten myself into?
We don't know now. Alright, so character select. Okay. Okay, so that's what I do. Alright. Here we go. Seek a way out. Okay. So...
Hello? Can anybody hear me?
So... Nothing. Okay. Know this.
What a peculiar painting. The husband and wife in the picture don't look very happy.
Sure don't.
If I had to guess, I'd say it wasn't the perfect marriage. The husband and wife in the picture don't look... If I had to...
Guess we don't get no points for history yet. So this is your demo. Door's locked.
It smells like death here. There's someone's money in here. I could live on this for a week.
Yes,
After all that has happened, I think I deserve this.
Yeah. Most had to been over here, doesn't it? Alright, so morality still shaping. Certain choices will prove humanity or nihilism. Place. Some choices will only become available to Liza when she reaches certain levels. So first off, what is nihilism? However you pronounce it. So there have been different nihilism positions, including that human values are baseless, that life is meaningless, and that knowledge is impossible, or that some set of entities do not exist or is meaningless or pointless. Well, I had to look through it more. Sounds a lot like atheism to me, in a sense, if that's how often atheists seem to be. Okay.
The mirror is covered by a sheet. People only do that when someone dies.
Oh.
Mother explained that this is so the dead soul does not get lost and trapped inside. Silly superstition, of course.
Should we?
Still,
Well,
why risk it?
yeah.
God saves the man who saves himself.
Right? Okay. Yeah, let's look. Still locked. And here's some steps. Alright. Who is this? Can you study the history of it? This game is really...
This is... unbearable.
interesting.
I'm a doctor. I can get through this. I just need to look straight ahead.
It's okay.
Give me strength, no matter what is on the other side.
Amen to that. Gain experience points. Okay.
What in heavens is all this?
Higher society.
I will make sense of all this later. Something is wrong. My head is spinning. I feel the floor slipping from under my feet.
Oh my gosh.
Would you look at her? How does one have the gall to show at the Countess's manor in such a filthy outfit?
You're talking
She
about...
must be a nihilist. It's spreading all over the country like a plague.
You
lucky
two
I
don't
can't
know
get
what
you.
you're talking about. It's the latest rage in Paris now. The dirtier, the better.
I'm starving, and the food looks so fresh and delicious, but the strangest thing is, I have absolutely no appetite for it.
Really? Could this has to be that I'm
I'm
a vampire.
starving.
You know something? If I had the opportunity to kill everybody, I sure would. Man, she does not look good. She looks extremely pale.
Have you heard? The Countess is sending me on a special assignment to the capital.
You lucky devil. I've been stuck here for years. I swear, I'd dull my fangs just to spend the night in the city.
Thanks. So you're a vampire.
Hey, stop messing with the phonograph. It's not a toy.
Sorry.
I know. I just want to switch to different music. You know what? I'm gonna kill you too, just
Miss,
because.
are you all right?
Mind your own business, Petya. It's rude to stare at a lady.
Sorry.
Can't get into fire, right?
I know it's not ideal, Countess Orlova, but I'm afraid there is not much we can do at this point.
Of course, now there bloody isn't. The right time to act was last week.
I don't understand where this influx of product is coming from. It's undercutting our prices.
Where were you when I...
Who is this creature?
Creature?
Darling, you look like a little domovoi. Come over here. I don't bite.
Hello? I'm Eliza.
You must be the doctor's new apprentice. Look at you,
Excuse me?
poor thing. You must be fresh out of the ground.
Excuse me?
Ugh, nobody must have actually inducted you. How typical. No surprise with the men around here. Hussar, why is she in such a state?
She was not supposed to wake.
I'd love to catch you up, dear, but sadly I have some urgent business to attend to. Thanks to this gentleman over here.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Hussar, be a darling and show this young lady around when she's decent.
As you wish, madam. If you'll excuse me, I'll go for a smoke on the balcony. You can find me there.
You're excused.
Okay.
If I recall my first day correctly, your head must be killing you. Here, drink this.
Thank you.
Is it blood? I mean,
May
is
I
it
ask
wine?
what this is?
If you know too much, you'll grow old sooner. Trust me, it will lift your spirits.
Got no other option.
Whatever this is, it's beyond delicious. It's sweet and thick and tastes like cherry
Wine.
and wild strawberries. Thank you.
Wine.
I do feel a lot better all of a sudden.
Now go change. We can't have you gallivanting around in those scrubs. There is a nice dress about your size in the cloakroom. Consider this my welcome gift.
Well, I appreciate
Thank
it,
you
Countess.
kindly, madam. Madam Orlova.
You're welcome, child. Now off you go, change and mingle.
Oh, yes I can.
Another cloth on a mirror. Something bad must have happened.
I died, that's what it is. Wash up without the mirror. I'm really curious to see. Let's do it with that.
That should do it,
Chocolate.
hopefully.
Oh, sorry.
The Countess sure has excellent taste in literature. In other circumstances, I'd spend all day here reading.
I wish I could spend all my time reading.
Goodness, this must be the dress the Countess was talking about. Such an ornate Western style. I want nothing more than to change out of this horrible nightgown, but this is just too much.
Oh. Yeah.
It's perfect. Fits like a glove.
Alright, now.
I still don't know what's happening here, or at least I hope I don't. But delaying the inevitable is just tying my stomach in knots. I need to find that young man and learn the truth.
Right. Because apparently, is that a monkey? No, that's a dog. My sincerest apologies. He must be
Please tell me you have some good news for me.
I don't care about your news. There he is.
Good evening, Hussar.
Ah, there's our belle of the ball. You actually don't look half bad when you're not covered in graveyard dirt.
Graveyard dirt? First the Countess, now you? Why
Right.
is everyone going on about funerals?
Right?
Surely an educated lady like you must have put together who we are by now, haven't you?
We are.
Could
Let's
you
just say
really be vampires?
We, Lisa. You, me, the Countess, nearly everyone here at the manor.
Oh, wow. Really? So everyone's a vampire.
Vampires, creatures of the night, blood-sucking monsters. Your pick. Just like you read about in folktales.
Oh, well, I be darned.
Are you just playing tricks on me? Is this all a joke?
Only the best kind there is.
Does this mean I'm dead?
Dead, alive, who the hell cares? Trust me, Lisa, you just won the lottery.
I don't even remember how it happened.
Right?
That actually does happen quite a bit. That memory usually comes back soon enough.
Really? Okay.
What about my family? When can I see them?
I was worried you will ask me that.
Oh,
Technically, they think you are dead, and it is best for everyone if they keep thinking that. It's true, too.
I can't just leave them like this. They have to know I'm all right.
Look, I know this is too much for you to take in right now. Maybe that's a conversation we should revisit another time.
Okay. Understandable.
I have so many questions.
See, that's what I was afraid of.
But you don't want to answer my questions? I'm sorry, I'm just waking up. I don't know what the heck is going on. There's, cloth in front of the mirrors. I need to know why, because I was curious to see what happens if I take the cloth off and look at myself. Will I look hideous or not? Or some type of demon would spread out, come from the mirror, like what happened on Pocket Mirror or whatever. Not saying a girl's a demon, but something up her. But still.
Theory is not my forte. I'm a proponent of learning by doing.
Understandable.
Why don't you go talk the ears off some other guests while I finish smoking in peace? After that, I can show you what it's really like to be one of us.
I suppose I can do that. Could you at least tell me a little bit about the people, the guests in there?
Yes, please.
Come on. Where is your spirit of adventure? I'm sure you'll figure it out on your own.
All right then. I'll go see if someone can actually help me.
Yeah.
Meh.
All right. Thank you kindly. I'll be back soon enough.
No rush, please.
Come on. Don't any of you cowards want to have any fun?
You calling
My
coward?
lady, with all due respect,
Do you want to fight?
too much fun for the night.
Fine. Get lost then. Be on your merry way.
I love your
Who
hair
knew
color,
that
but
the
not your
second
attitude.
time I die would be of boredom?
Well, I'll be darned.
Now, would you look at this pretty picture? I could barely recognize you from before.
Yeah.
Where did you get this dress?
It's a gift from the Countess. She is very generous.
I know.
Huh. I thought it looked familiar.
Yeah.
Name is Alisa, by the way.
Elisa,
Lisa, it's a pleasure.
advice from a new vampire.
So,
Shall we?
I've just been turned today.
Congratulations. That must be quite shocking. Thrilling, even.
Yeah.
I'm envious, really.
Yes, thank you. I'm not quite sure how to process all this yet. What does one even do with this? Being dead, drinking blood, who knows what else?
So that was blood we were drinking. Saying it tastes like strawberries and cherries. I'm thinking it's wine. But that was actually blood. So yeah, we're vampires indeed.
Same thing anyone around here does. Masticating plain eternity day after day. Spicing it up any way you can.
Hence the Russian roulette.
Yep.
We're already dead, aren't we? What else is there to lose? Do you fancy a round?
Maybe some other time.
Suit yourself.
May I ask who was the young man you talked with earlier?
Who, Petya? Why, are you interested?
Goodness, no. I was just making conversation.
Don't be shy. We're not attached.
Hmm.
Petya
Interesting.
is human. I picked him up at the town market.
Hmm.
He is a salesman. A ridiculously bad one at that.
Well, don't.
If you two are not an item, may I ask why did you invite him over?
Because it was my turn
Your turn for what?
to spice up the eternity.
Spice up the eternity. Can you elaborate on that, or do you...
Vampires live forever?
We exist forever. We don't live.
That's an interesting way to put it. And I guess it answers my question a bit.
But then again, few do.
Never mind.
Does this mean that we can't, stop existing?
Oh, sweetheart, there is nothing easier. Just stop drinking blood for a few days, fall from a high roof, or just step into the sunlight.
I should
Okay.
probably be writing this all down.
Yeah.
So, now that you have eternity on your side, do you consider your existence more valuable?
Good question.
I suppose infinite time does add some gravity to it.
Maybe.
I see. In that case, how would you compare the value of your new existence to, say, Petya's?
Petya's is more valuable, mine is more equal.
What
I'm
a
gonna say
strange
equal.
question. They are equally important, of
I've gained
course.
some humanity. Sorry I read over that, but what a strange question. They are equally important, of course.
Fair enough. Still, it's an interesting thought experiment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay, so let's move
Excuse
on.
me. I think someone is calling for me.
Let's talk to more people, since he said no rush.
Have you tried the Countess's Cabernet? Honestly, I think this may have been the best one I ever tasted.
I prefer to stick to clear drinks around here. If you really want to try some decent Cabernet, stop by my salon on the main street.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge. I'll take you up on that offer.
Okay.
Hello. I don't think I've seen you around here before. I'm Arbin.
Arbin.
I'm Lisa. Good evening to you too.
You don't sound so sure. Is it really a good one for you?
Well,
You're right. If I'm honest, it hasn't been the easiest night.
That's what I thought. My advice is always be honest, unless you absolutely can't be.
yeah. I'm trying to figure out this game. It might seem boring at first, but these are just demos that I'm getting out the way. I like it so far. No, I'm not gonna lie, I like the passion and all, dark beauty and dark lipstick, the purple eyes, the golden eyes, the red eyes, and whatnot. Just, Cabernet, I didn't think it was gonna turn out this way. What if that Cabernet... Oh, it's midnight already? Oh, shoot. Let me know what you guys think of this game.
In the end, it does make everyone feel better.
That's a good piece of advice.
Stick with me, lovely. I'm chock full of them.
Countess Long. Advice for a new vampire. Let's
Arbin,
ask that first.
I've only just been turned, and all of this is very new to me. May I trouble you for some advice?
I hope you don't mind me asking, but has someone in your family enjoyed wine a little too much?
That's an interesting question. Wait, so does this mean if someone was a wine drinker, or as Miss Fortune puts it, a juice drinker, does that mean that it's a potential for us to turn into vampires or something? Or could it be just like some sickness or like a virus or disease that happened to catch on to us? Or perhaps someone did some type of ritual to wake us up from the dead and now we're vampires. I don't know. This is a really interesting question. Wow. Oh.
Yes. My father. Wine, vodka, anything he can drink, really.
So, alcoholic. Wait, could that be that's an interesting link, I should say. Not saying this is real. If it is real, then that'll be a shock. But I doubt it's real. It's just the fact that the way they link this in is really interesting. I'm kind of intrigued by it, actually.
You aren't clairvoyant, are you?
Don't mind me. I had to look up clairvoyant, and for some reason, I felt like it was what I thought it would be. Yeah.
Everyone becomes a little clairvoyant if they live long enough and pay attention.
Fair point.
I saw you drinking that glass earlier, and I think you should be careful around it, my dear.
Alcohol's my father's problem. It isn't mine.
Yeah, but still, you should listen to her. It could end up being your problem, or it could have ended up being your problem. Like Arvin said, be careful.
It's not just alcohol you should be concerned about.
Right.
You can keep away from it if you want. Blood, however, you will now have to drink, whether you like it or not.
Ew.
Whether I like it or not.
Demons are hereditary, my dear. Always remember that.
That's actually scary to think. Demons are hereditary.
I couldn't help but overhear that you are a wine expert?
Really?
I dabble. I run a literary salon in town and serve drinks there.
Literary salon.
How exciting. All
I
kinds
thought
of
you meant
interesting people
hairstylist.
must come by.
How exciting. All these interesting people must come by.
You'd be surprised, my dear, and mildly disappointed. I'd love for you to stop by one day. I'll treat you to a round of something nice.
Oh, why, thank you, Armin.
I'll make sure to visit.
Yeah.
Since you're an expert, may I ask you about the wine that the Countess gave me?
Yeah.
I'll admit I found it delicious, but it wasn't really wine, was it?
It was not. Cabernet was sort of our code word for blood, so we don't shock any innocents.
Okay. Wow. A way to sugarcoat stuff. That's actually hilarious because Cabernet is red wine. I mean, wow. Just wow. So we don't shock any innocents?
Funny.
Hilarious. Let's leave. Now, I'm not sure if you guys were able to see the choices I picked, so I'm gonna move my camera again.
I do actually have a model right here with me. I always
that's
carry
picture.
Matilda with me, just in case a good opportunity strikes. You never know.
Matilda.
Look into her eyes. Doesn't she look alive to you? Like she's going to blink?
Yes. Well, apologies.
Petya.
Petya, we should probably go discuss some urgent business with the Countess.
They were
Oh,
freaked out by
Of
his
course.
dog.
In fact, I'd love to meet her as...
Dang.
I don't know how, but I can just sense that he is not one of us.
Yeah, he isn't.
Such a strange feeling. Attraction? No, but something very similar. He is most certainly human.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. It's you, lady in the nightgown.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? I was really worried.
Much better. Thank you.
Of course. Where are my manners? I'm Petya.
It's a pleasure. You were the only one who seemed to care about my illness.
Oh, nonsense. They are a lovely bunch around here, just all very busy. The third group I'm pitching my dolls to, and everyone keeps running off for urgent business.
Yeah. Invitation.
Did you say you're selling dolls?
Yeah.
And making them, yes?
I see you have one with you. May I take a look?
Of course. Matilda here is my favorite. I'd love to get some honest feedback. Well, what do you think?
I think she's gorgeous. Hideous. Oh, wow. I think it's hideous. Most hideous thing in the world. But honestly, I don't think
it's
it's bad.
just lovely. So detailed and human-like. She reminds me of the one I had when I was a little girl.
She looks like a little American girl doll.
That's exactly what I wanted to accomplish. Thank you. I knew someone here would appreciate it. I'm hoping to show her to the Countess. With her approval, the sky's the limit. You know, making toys is what I wanted to do since I was a little boy.
Aww.
My father always called this foolishness, among other things.
Well, your father is a piece of garbage.
Said it's not manly work. I never managed to convince him otherwise.
You can make action figures. You can make a lot of money doing dolls.
I'm sorry. That must have been tough.
Well, here I am, still at it. I do have a feeling that I'm onto something with Matilda. Just you wait. My gut tells me that tonight is going to bring something special, and it's never wrong.
How did you end up being invited here, if you don't mind me asking?
That's a good question. How did you get invited?
Oh, that's all thanks to Elisa, the lovely young woman in the yellow dress. She saw me at the town market and saw some real potential in my work. She said that the people in the manor might be interested in seeing it, and you didn't have to ask me twice.
I see. How is pitching going so far?
I'll admit, it's a little slow, but the night is still young.
You are an optimistic guy, aren't you, Petya?
My mother used to say that my hope will be the death of me. But what's the point of living if you don't believe in people and yourself?
Right.
You may be right about that. At least, I truly hope you are. Best of luck with everything, Petya. Hope everything works out with the Countess.
I hope so too.
Thank you, Lisa. You're very kind.
Hussar! Answering you.
Good timing. I just finished up.
Yes, how lucky.
Don't be snappy, Lisa. Smoking is an important routine for a soldier. Can't
Is
be
it?
interrupted.
Really?
So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
Yes, actually. Shoulder burn. Other creatures.
Who ended up letting me out of the chamber?
Right.
If I'm honest, I haven't the foggiest idea. I thought you knew.
No.
Well, I don't. And whoever it was gives me the goosebumps. On top of everything, I ended up promising them a favor and felt a bad burn on my shoulder right after that. Do you know what it could possibly be?
Let me take a look. Oh, brother.
What?
What? What is it?
It could be nothing, really. No need to worry. Just make sure that you show this to the doctor when you see him, all right?
Can you tell me what this is? I thought you was a doctor.
All right.
Or was Countess lying?
So, are there any other questions you have left
Yes,
for me?
there is, Mr. Hussar. I'm gonna bug the heck out.
What is going on in the basement of the manor? It's absolutely terrifying down there.
Oh yes, the basement. If I were you, I would just forget all about it.
Excuse me?
All I know is that Countess conducts her business and she doesn't enjoy people meddling in it.
If it's so
What do you
confidential, how come I ended up there in the first place?
Right.
Minor oversight. You were supposed to be moved upstairs before you were up, but appears that you are an early riser.
And whose oversight was it, may I ask?
Right.
Let's not focus on casting blame, shall we? I say all's well that ends well.
Okay.
So, are there any other questions you have?
Yes. One last question.
If vampires are real, does this mean other fairy tales are?
You'll have to be more specific than that.
Jesus Christ.
Rusalkas? Domovoys? Ghosts?
Yes, no, yes. We'll spend all night here if we keep talking about flora and fauna. If you want my advice, focus on yourself first. That always ends up working for me.
Yep.
So, are there any other questions you have left?
Yes.
I suppose that's it for the time being.
Perfect. If you don't mind me asking, what do you make of all this?
Oh, you tell me.
I take it you've done a couple laps around the ballroom. Learned a little more about what it's like to be one of us.
Well, for starters, I'm still dead, apparently. Dead.
Get over it already. What's even the difference between being dead or alive?
I mean,
You can walk, you can talk, what else do you need?
I'm back. You can walk, you can talk with us.
What about my immortal soul?
See, I know you're that type, getting all bogged down in the details.
Well,
It's a minor inconvenience, really, for everything that you get in return.
And what do we get in return?
All right. Have you read Thunderstorm?
Of course I did. Tragic story.
It sure is. Well, unlike Katerina in the play, you no longer need to wonder why people can't fly.
okay. Oh, so we turn. Oh, yeah, that's right.
How did you
Turn
do
into
that?
bats.
By sheer will, Lisa. It's very simple.
How were you even talking with me in such a state?
That's yet another benefit of being one of us. We can project our thoughts into people's minds. I prefer it, really. I find normal speech kind of primitive.
Why don't you do it all the time then?
I'd love to, but you don't want to get too used to it and scare a human by accident.
Yeah.
Now, why don't you try it? Let's see what kind of bat you are.
You have unlocked a new ability. Okay.
Goodness.
Isn't this a hoot? Come on, I'll show you around.
Alright. Oh, I'm pretty fast. Now that I accidentally start over, should
The
be a
mirror
shit
is covered by Mother explained that silly superstition.
You know what, let's
We live in the age of science where there's no room for this nonsense. What is this? Where is my reflection?
Oh.
I can't see myself. It must be a trick mirror.
That is insane. So, like in Pocket Mirror, makes me think that G, just call her Gia, is likely dead. Now I'm back.
Seems like you're catching on. Follow me.
Now where did you go?
I can't believe I'm actually flying.
This is pretty cool.
All this
But I'm
talk
being you.
about death. Don't you feel more alive than you ever have right now? Shh. There. Look.
If only I have 3 coins to my name, then I'd show them. They'd all see.
Is this what you wanted to show me? A drunk peasant?
What I wanted to show you is how to use your new powers.
Oh,
Meet
okay.
Trophime. He is the Countess's former serf, now custodian and coachman.
Okay.
Among other things, he makes sure no one goes in or out of here without her permission. Important man. Now, come with me. How is life, Trophime?
My lord, is that you? Or the bottle you gave me? Highest quality. Much
Not sure how long I have for
I
this
can
demo.
see that. It's nearly
I'm
empty
liking the
already.
storyline of everything so far.
All right, enough pleasantries. Watch this.
What do you just do?
What happened to him? Is he all right?
He is fine. We call this enchantment.
Being hypnotized?
What does enchantment do exactly?
It makes people tranquil. While they are in trance, they don't feel pain or have a clear memory of what happened.
Crazy. Like anesthesia, yeah.
So they don't remember anything once they're enchanted?
Not quite. They may not remember what happened, but they won't forget how you made them feel.
Sounds
wanna
like a
say
subject for some awkward conversations.
You don't know the half of it yet. You'll see.
So, how do I enchant someone? I don't know if I can whistle like you.
Don't worry, whistling is just for me. It's like a cure for the hiccups. Everybody has their own way. When you need it, it will come to you.
Does this mean you can just come up to anybody and make them tranquil?
In theory, but it's not quite that simple.
I figured.
Firstly, they have to like you, an important condition. Without it, the charm won't work. Secondly, you should only do it to humans.
So it doesn't work on other vampires.
I didn't say that.
Oh, I do?
There are rumors that the best of the best can indeed enchant their own kind.
Okay, bet.
But I don't
How
even know
would I
if the
enchant you?
Countess has that kind of power. Besides, this would certainly not be considered ethical by our vampire brothers and sisters.
Who said ethics matter when we're vampires? Let me stop.
I bet they wouldn't mind to have that power, though.
Yeah,
Oh, without a doubt.
I bet. Okay, let's
So
carry
why
on.
would
Do
you
we
want
have
to enchant someone?
Right.
I thought you might ask that. There are two main reasons.
Mhm.
1. People in a trance are easily suggestible. You can use that to influence their thoughts and opinions.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, sounds unethical. What is the second reason? Will they do anything I say?
That doesn't sound right.
Right. It don't sound.
Well, I didn't say you have to do it, did I? Everyone lives with their own choices.
When you say influence their thoughts, does this mean they will do anything I say?
Good question.
Only within reason, of course, especially when you're a beginner.
Okay, bet. Okay, you're in a trance? Okay. I just caught my man cheating on me. My man haven't been texting me. So I want you to go up to his place, see what's up, do a little, loyalty test. I'll show up and have like a little wire and camera on you just in case. Just to make sure if he's dumb enough to fall for it. And if he's dumb enough to fall for it, it's over for him. I'm throwing that ring away. He is out my life.
Is a delicate art and takes a lot of practice.
I bet. Okay, now what's the second?
And what is the second reason?
I think you already know.
You sure about that? Oh. Oh,
What have you
wow.
done?
I just opened him up for you. Don't worry, he'll be just fine unless we bleed him dry. Come here. It's time for you to learn how to feed.
I don't know if I'm ready.
You're as ready as you'll ever be.
How do I turn?
Just relax and let your instincts take over. It will come naturally.
Now how do I do that? Oh.
My mouth, it's bleeding.
Of course, I forgot to warn you. Sorry. Don't worry, it's normal. That happens when your fangs are out for the first time. It will recover in a minute.
His skin smells like wild berries.
Oh my gosh, so is this what vampires think? Blood is like wine, Cabernet?
But not just the smell. The promise of warmth that draws you. The promise of being whole.
That is an odd way to explain drinking blood. Wow.
I want to feel it on my teeth, in my body. No, I can't do this. I don't think I can do it. I'm sorry.
All right. But if the Countess asks, promise you'll say that you've done it. I don't want to get in trouble because you chickened out.
I promise.
Remember, you have to learn to do it to survive. I better get back to my other errands. Don't want to get my tunic wet. Do you remember the way back?
I do.
Good to go.
Hussar, Thank you for your help.
Yeah.
I had a rough day, and it means a lot to me.
Yeah, always be grateful.
Don't mention it. I ended up having a decent time myself.
Oh, well, I appreciate it.
I'll see you soon.
Okay.
Hussar said I can influence someone who is enchanted.
You thinking what I'm thinking, girl?
I should try it on Trophine. Can you hear me, Trophine? Here is something I'd like you to do.
Drink less.
You will start pacing your drinking. Trophime seemed pretty drunk. Hope he doesn't hurt himself with this.
Ooh.
What was that?
Oh dear. I wonder what happened.
I don't understand. How could this even happen?
You have no self-control at all.
Oh my gosh. What happened? Wait a minute.
It's Petya's doll, Matilda. This is so unsettling.
I don't blame you. Where's everyone else at?
What is this?
Oh dear.
My God!
Oh my god, no. What the heck? Oh lord. Dear, oh dear. I was afraid, so it sounded like you screamed.
What the hell happened here?
It's all Victoria's fault. I told her he's almost empty, but she wouldn't listen.
What do you want from me? I was starving, and you two barely left me anything.
Doesn't matter now. We drained a man. Not anywhere, but at the Countess's manor.
Oh.
Someone is going to fry for this, and it
Petya.
sure as hell won't be me.
Oh.
Are you
wow.
mad? No one is going to be executed for this. He's just a human.
You monsters. How could you do this?
And who are you exactly?
I am Elizabeth.
That's right. Hasn't been a vampire for 5 minutes and thinks she knows everything.
Girl.
Come with me, my dear. This is not your mess to sort out. Those morons. I knew I couldn't leave them alone with him.
I just can't seem to make sense of it. I talked with Petya not even an hour ago.
I'm so sorry. He didn't need to die today.
What happens now?
Well, the Countess won't like this one bit. I can tell you that much.
Oh,
Is she sympathetic to humans?
I wouldn't say that. However, she doesn't like murders being linked up to her property.
Yeah.
She will find her way out of this, no doubt. But those three in the ballroom, we'll have to see.
What do you think will happen to those three outside?
Murdering a human, sadly, isn't a big crime in our community. I don't think it will come to that. If I had my guess, I'd say they will get their fangs dulled for troubling the Countess. They will grow back after a month or two, but before then, they will have to feed solely on Cabernet, and it isn't cheap.
What if they can't afford it?
They will just have to find a way. Some take loans, some steal. Without blood, we are like humans without water.
Right.
Back in the room, they said someone will be fried. What does that mean?
You're in trouble.
I don't know if you've heard this yet, but we can't be in the sun. It destroys us.
I did read about that in the folk tales.
The stories are true. Sometimes it's used as a form of capital punishment for our kind.
Oh.
Arbin,
Yes?
do you know what will happen to me now? I don't even know who I am anymore. What do
I understand it's not an easy day. We all went through this at some point. All the answers will come at the right time. For now, you just need to wait it out till someone sends for you.
Okay.
I must admit, I feel quite restless.
Yeah.
Listen, not many of us might say this to you, so I want to do it.
Okay.
Being one of us doesn't just mean hurting people for your own benefit. It doesn't have to be.
That's good, I guess.
To me, it means that I have an eternity to become better, learn from my mistakes, absorb the knowledge about the world.
That's my same reasoning if I were to ever become alive again.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
Yeah.
You
She
know,
could
the Countess has a wonderful library over here. Why don't you grab a book and use this time to learn something new?
Okay, cool.
Perfection comes in little steps.
Thank you for all your help and kindness, Arbin.
Mm-hmm.
It feels really good to have a friend around here.
Definitely does.
I know it can't be easy for you right now in all this madness.
I bet.
It's hard to adjust. I learned that the hard way. Trust me.
Oh,
Here, I want you to have this.
what is it? Small vial of blood. Sustains you for a day.
This
Thank
should
you.
give you a little boost when you need it. Clear your head. It's not going to last long, but it will give you a little peace of mind for the time being.
Thank you.
I should go now, my dear. You know where to find me. Next time, a drink at my bar is on me.
Oh, how
I'll be looking
generous.
forward to it.
I like all the people I've met. Well, so Carmilla, what's this? The Gothic novella by the Irish author Sheridan LeFanu, and one of the earliest works of vampire fiction. So, Twilight.
I didn't want to.
I should see what all this ruckus is about.
Yeah, something happened. Oh, whoa! Blood! Consequences? You will make choices at the Cabernet.
This is fresh. What in the world caused this?
Oh my gosh. Just never step over that. Let's look in trouble. Oh dear.
My God, what happened here?
Idiots being punished for their own stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
Did you kill them?
I took that snake's fangs out. We'll see how she does now.
Oh my gosh.
I wasn't sure what to do when I saw him, but then I thought about something you said earlier.
Really? What was it?
That mortal life has the same value as eternal existence. I don't know if it's true, but it certainly helped me find my rage.
Oh, I did not mean to do that.
Still, this isn't going to bring him back.
Oh.
I'm so sorry about Petya. He seemed like such a nice boy.
Who knows?
It was always a risk. Life goes on. Whatever it is we have.
I'm trying
But
to...
thank you.
Now, the fact that he got invited to, like, a banquet full of vampires would have been a red flag to me, especially, you know, now he's on the table, lifeless. His body has been drained of blood. Poor thing. It's probably a red flag for him to go, but he's such a kind person that he's like, well, why not?
You must be curious about what happens to you now.
Yeah.
I'd be lying if I said otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
The way it works is that you get assigned to the one who turned you for the apprenticeship. I believe you are the doctor's disciple.
I don't really remember much before I woke up. He was a traveling doctor that came to the city, wasn't he? He was a vampire?
He certainly was. It will all come back eventually. Don't worry about it now. Countess has a coachman, Trophime. He will take you to the doctor's place in town.
I've met him.
He is rough around the edges, but you can learn a lot from him.
May I speak with the Countess herself?
You need to be a little more important for that to happen. Trust me, she'll send for you soon. She has errands for us all. You will be no exception.
Well, yeah.
I understand.
Good girl. You should go. Trophime will be waiting for you, and the sun is not getting any lower. I've unlocked the door by the balcony. It'll lead you to the stairs and outside.
Okay. So, I'm assuming after this should be it then. Oh, whoa.
They must have taken Petya's body away. Lord only knows what they'll do to it.
Oh dear. I didn't even know oh wow, his body's not on the table no more. I didn't even notice that. So, now what? I just go out through this way? I guess so.
Hey, Lisa?
Yes?
Never mind.
Oh.
What is it?
You've only turned recently.
Yeah, I did.
When was the last time you watched the sunrise?
It must have been a couple weeks ago. I was studying late for my exams.
What did it feel like?
Well, I was worried about the day to come, and when a ray of sun fell on my face, I don't know. I felt warm, hopeful. Why do you ask?
No reason. It's just been a while since I've seen one. You will hear from the Countess soon.
I'm sure I will.
By the way, I've been meaning to ask you.
Yeah.
Could you please take this ugly doll with you? I can't keep looking into its dead eyes.
Does it remind you of Petya?
Just take it with you, please.
All
Yeah,
right.
why not?
I will.
Thanks.
I swear it just blinked.
It did? Favorite creation of deceased Petya. Said it blinked? I might have to look at this again. That would be real creepy if it actually did. Okay, so this must be it. Yeah. Okay, this is it from Cabernet. They don't have a date on when it'll come out yet, but so far, this is a really interesting game about turning into a vampire, seeing what it's like to be a vampire. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It was really interesting to me. Just like, share, comment, subscribe. If you want me to play some other games or demos by chance, feel free to comment down below. Until then, see you in the next gameplay. Peace.